What is up, YouTube? How is it going? It's Mr. Ferguson here, late on Saturday, but happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for choosing this video. We are wrapping up our fall preparation for overseeding, and we've made several videos leading up to this. I believe the one that I left on Monday would be talking about tenacity one more time, just to catch up very briefly. We are cutting our lawn low. By the time you're watching this on Wednesday, we've got 2 more days until I'm renting the aerator, aerating, throwing my seed down. I think what I'm going to end up doing is on the day that I lay my seed down, I'm also going to turn around and I'm going to spray the PGR that same day. I'm also going to go ahead and do tenacity, and also do a little RGS. I do that every year. Mix all those together, do 2 backpack sprayers, 2 4-gallon tanks. So I'll make sure that I put down the proper amounts. I don't try to do one big tank like I typically do and maybe undercut it. So thank you for those that commented and those that gave me advice, whether you did it a couple days before or a couple days after. Or did it the day of seeding. I think doing the day of seeding is just what I'm going to try this year. Maybe if I see something different, I'll do a couple days earlier, but thank you guys for commenting. So what I've been working on today, obviously I don't have my mic on, so I don't want to turn the camera completely away from my voice or you won't be able to hear me. I've just got finished. We played golf this morning with my brother, my dad, had a great time out at Zebulon Country Club. Man, the greens are tough out there if you're in the local area of Central North Carolina. But now I just got finished cutting the grass once again at 2 inches, and so the whole lawn, it is very dry. It is showing definite signs of stress and lack of water. So on the far side, I've got the sprinkler started on the far side of my house over here. Go ahead and giving that 25 minutes of water. I'm starting the early preparation of getting the ground softened so that the aerator can pull up good decent cores. If I don't do this, it is right now hardening and there's no rain, it looks like, in the forecast. Speaking of that, some people said, well, Mr. Ferguson, you're bumping up your seeding day, there's no rain in the forecast. Is that smart? Well, I think there's pros and cons there. Just to hit on that real fast, I think the pros are you don't have to worry about washout. The cons, obviously, is there's no natural rain. You're going to have to do your sprinkler and you're going to have to water the seed. So there's pros and cons. So today, the last thing I'm going to do, guys, I have decided my front lawn looks so bad that I am going to run the dethatcher over the entire thing. I am not going to do that in my side or my backyard. So we will see, does that make any type of difference? The entire lawn is going to get aerated several times over. And when I aerate, I don't just do one pass. This is a riding aerator. We're going to do up and down. We're going to do side to side. But we're going to go over and over and over. So I got it for 4 hours. I'm going to use as much time as I can to go over my lawn, get every inch of it aerated. So it is going to be able to breathe. We're going to punch holes all in this lawn. This is just a little bit, I think I'm going a little bit of an extra mile running the actual power rake or dethatcher in the lawn. But I know at least one person had mentioned, hey, I'd like to see how that works in the lawn. The whole purpose of this, we're going a little bit of the extra mile, is to run the dethatcher, is to get anything off the layer of soil. We want to bring that to the surface, and then likely there's a little small basket that goes on this the green wise, I think is what's called, Greenworks. It's pointless. I take it off. I let all of the dead grass that I pull up by doing this is going to sit on the surface, and then I run my mower with the bag, clean it up. So that's what I'm going to show you. It is very hot today. Obviously I'm in a tank top. It's only about 83 degrees, but the direct sunlight is pretty warm. So if I put my camera out here, it is probably going to cut off due to heat. So I'm going to try to keep you guys over here in the shaded area and show you this section, but the entire lawn is just brown and green. It's that nasty mix, but we don't care. We're about to overseed. We're about to get this thing looking right. In about 3 weeks, it's going to be looking really good. So it's going to blow it. Just the transformation is so cool to watch when we do this. And if you're doing it and you've never done it, man, it's really awesome. So today I'm going to show you running the dethatcher. I tried to get some help from my ladies. They're all busy, so I can't get nobody. I wanted to get a good shot behind the dethatcher, but I'll bring the dethatcher up here and quickly go over that with my mic on so that you can see what is a power rake. What is it all about? Do I want to purchase this? Is it worth having? Is it not? Let's go over that very briefly, and then we'll do the deed, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm tired, but I want to get it done and have that peace of mind that my seed is going to hit soil, and it's going to be going the extra mile and prepping the dirt is going to be what makes this look awesome. All right, everybody, so just quickly before we look at Mr. Dethatcher here, the Earthwise, I think I said Greenworks, I totally screwed that up, but Earthwise, sorry. Here is the front lawn. Just want to show it to you before we do anything. Things like this, we're not going to see anymore. This is just laid over, dead turf, dead grass. We're going to get all this up. Now, if I was not about to overseed in less than a week, I would not be cutting this grass. It is thirsty, it is crispy, it is dry, it does not look good, it is terrible looking, I don't like it, but this is what it's going to look like. You know, we do have green still in the ditch where clearly all the water we got, some of the moisture is still there. We do have this area that gets a lot of shade, that's pretty green here, and I bet you after letting this set for 25 minutes, this is going to look really green where this water goes, and back there it's just going to still look dry and dusty back there. So we got the water going to be watering all week, but these are the things just to show you right here. We want to get up. That is the purpose of running this machine over this lawn, to get all of this dead, which the mower can't suck up. We're bringing it to the surface. It is going to lay on top of the fescue, and then we're going to suck it up with our mower. That way we have excellent seed to soil contact where the ground will not look like this, but as we showed you, it's going to scrape that up and we're going to suck it up, and it's going to be turf just like this right here, and then we're going to wet it down and it's going to be better than what you see here. Now, is that 100% necessary? Absolutely not. I don't believe it is to me. Running the aerator over this over and over and over after watering the ground would be perfectly satisfactory in my opinion. You do not have to do this like I have to do this or my turf is not going to look good. I don't believe that. Aerating plus this though, we are guaranteed, almost, I would say guaranteed for success, which is why I'm only doing it in the front, because I think it really looked really bad this year and I really want it to look better. I really want good overseeding in the front the most. Same thing with over here by the mailbox. I'm not going to walk over there, but very brown, very ugly. So I may run this over that as well. But here is the Earthwise. For those that wanted to see this, had this thing since the very, very beginning. Earthwise, I think I got it. I'll put a link in the description of this video if you're interested. I think it's up to like 120 bucks or something like that. It does have a basket. You see it's very dirty and dusty that comes on the back of this thing. I do not use it. If I flip this up, you can see the little tines, very little metal raking tines in there. And so it's just very simple. In the front, you have just a simple, you know, what looks like the cell phone bars right here. And you want very low, very high. It depends on what you want. I've kept it pretty much between this one and the middle. Right now, I think it's up here. We may drop it to 2. Again, we're going to be overseeding. If we tear up some of the good turf, it'll be fine. We're replanting anyways. So that's pretty much it. Every year, I think I've broken it. It is corded. It's not wireless. It's old. There's a little safety button. If you get this exact model, you have to press that, squeeze, and you're off. It's very loud, but here you go. Squeeze. And there you go. There's a little quick example of it, how fast it is. It is pretty powerful, enough to kick up, you know, all of this mess. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and throw you guys on the tripod. I will do just show you a little bit of up and down passes right here. You'll see some of it, and I'll stop once I get to the tree and just show you what it's kicked up and what it's looking like. All right, guys, so we've done this section from tree left, and you can see right here, you know, just basically this is what we're doing. In the areas that it's bare and it's kind of slopey, you can see where it is digging in about 1/2 inch into the soil, which is perfectly fine. But when it runs over the grass, you know, you're getting this stuff right here. Some of the good, you know, blades right here, you know, you're thinning this thing out. So some of the good grass is getting a little injured, but you can see the quote dead grass, the you know, we're thinning this thing out. That's the entire purpose. So, you know, obviously I can't show you the entire thing because the sun will make the camera cut off. It does take a while with the Earthwise here to get used to swinging the cord back and forth. But anyways, that's what the point is we're trying to thin this thing out. So yeah, so that's it. So you can see the difference hopefully from this side over here, just mowed, quote, normal, whereas running this power rake through here, you can see the stuff that it is gathering up. And what I failed to mention is actually I don't run my mower after this. I'm going to take a manual rake and just lightly rake, because this will all pile up very easy. Put that in the wheelbarrow and take that back, and then if I need to, I'll do the mower, but likely I'll have to mow this one more time before I aerate, so I don't think I will run the mower over it. But that's it. And so you got to get a little used to throwing the cord side to side and letting it pull you around. But I'm going to finish this off, and I'll time lapse a little bit of the raking up of the dead material, and we'll wrap this video up and be one video closer to overseeding the big day. All right, guys, so there you have it. I am worn out. Golf. We mowed the entire lawn today at 2 inches. We have just ran the dethatcher over the entire front lawn, and you can see how much I got out of that. Pretty decent pile here and pretty decent pile over here. So 2 big piles, probably take 3 wheelbarrow loads to get all of this out. But that was all in this lawn mixed in, and it pretty much looks the same right now. But remember, if you do decide to do what I've just did today in my lawn, it will injure it a little bit. But again, you're about to seed, you're about to put down fertilizer. The cooler temps, it's going to bounce back. It will take it some time. Don't think that you've killed your lawn. It is kind of scary when you got good grass here to go over it and it look really summer-like fescue. But we've pulled out a lot of junk, and I feel confident about that. I am anxious to see, you know, obviously I said this could have all remained. I gathered it up. I could have also used the backpack blower to blow some of this together. I don't do that. I like to put a rake on. It's not that big of a lawn. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of raking, but I like to put a rake and scratch every part of the ground to make sure I have exposed that. Now it's going to set for like 6 days, but Again, I do it a little bit earlier because it's a lot of work to do this today. It's now going to recover a little bit, and then we'll do the aerator after a little bit, and I'll put some water on this because it is kind of firm. So give this video a like if you enjoyed it, if you appreciate all the hard work and the sweat. I'm not as dirty as Pete and some of you guys get, but I like the manual rake. I think it helps to do that. So I'm going to gather our bundles here of death and grass here. The old lawn has passed away. Behold, all things are about to become new. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.